What's up, everybody? It's Cole back at you again. Today, this is what I was talking about. We are going to be adding a Gen 5 M90 Supercharger onto this S10 Blazer. You might ask, what the hell are you going to have to do to make this work? Because this did, in fact, come off of a front-wheel drive 3.8 car. So it sat sideways in the engine bay, and the throttle body inlet went out that way. So, rundown real quick. We are going to chop about here at an angle this way, get it cut like that, and going to do away completely with that. Bypass valve, we are keeping it. I'm going to be welding a carb spacer onto here, and that will allow me to bolt on a Ford style top that goes on the M90, the Gen 3 version. That will bolt straight onto the carb spacer. That has an elbow that comes around. I have it on order already. I'm waiting for it to get here, but it's going to come over. I'm going to weld a throttle body spacer here as like a flange, and we're going to put the stock style throttle body from here onto here. Just picture it coming out that way. Rundown, marine intake, boats. They come on boats. You can still buy them on eBay. They are expensive now. They're about $1,100. I bought this one during COVID for like $450 at the time. I'm very excited for this. I wanted to do a supercharged version of this forever. I've done a bunch of different S10s, different variations. Have a V8 one right now. Be hosting in a later video. But yeah, here we go. Let me put the camera down and I will get this set up to show you what the plan is on the bottom side of this. Get right back at you right now. Alrighty, everybody. That's the lower half. That's what it looks like. There is a like a nipple that comes right here. You're going to want to lop that off completely. The reason we are using this, you might ask, port injection. Port injection. The marine intake is the only one from the factory like setting, even though this didn't come on an S10 or really anything from GM besides boats. It's cast iron. It's heavy. Shouldn't warp at all from what the heat that the supercharger is going to cause. 1/4-inch aluminum is what we're using. Made this plate. It pretty much is going to bolt straight onto here. I'm going to countersink these holes, put some countersunk bolts into here. That is done. Lower half is done. Supercharger. Hold on, let me get this moved over right now. Okay, there we go. Struggle bus on this one. Gen 5, wider opening, bigger blower. We are keeping the bypass valve like I had stated, lopping completely off here. So we're going to be left with about this much of the factory blower. I mean, that just sums it up. I'm going to make the next step to this is I'm going to make another plate like this that bolts to here. And then from there, we're going to make a sandwich plate that goes in the middle that I'm going to be making probably like a boxed section. And I'm going to be integrating an intercooler into this. I might not put it on immediately, but I am going to make it big enough that I can put that on for like down the road. Cost. Let's run down the cost. Sorry for the shaky camera. Cost. Blower. Bought it on eBay a couple years ago. You can still get these, as far as I know, for roughly $250 for the Gen 5s. I paid $250. I paid $450 for this, and I paid about $80 for this sheet of aluminum. The metal, as a matter of fact, is actually underneath this towel that's going to go here. Let me flip that over before it falls down, and we have to scrap this entire idea. Alrighty. As you could tell by my last video, I do love doing stuff the way it looks factory. So I know that this is an Amazon harness. It's not factory, but this is about as factory as you're going to get in this thing. You can't even tell that it didn't come like this. If these stickers weren't on here that say fan 1 and fan 2, this would look like it came like this. You guys already seen that, the rundown of the other video. If you didn't check out the electric van conversion, go to the previous video. It'll be linked to the end of this video. I'd appreciate it if you watch it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you know it's informative for you. Power goals. What am I trying to get out of this? I would love to see 300 horsepower. 300 wheel horsepower would be more than enough for this boat. Everybody will say, well, why don't you just do an actual S10? I have another one. It's LS swapped and it's all-wheel drive. It's already exactly what I want. This is my daily. I'm literally just wanting a little bit more power and a whine out of this. Completely irrelevant from the fact, but this is a fully loaded one at that. And I do have this in here, which you guys can see. If I turned it on, this tracks miles per gallon, you know, all that good stuff. Leather door panels, everything works on it like it's supposed to. AC heater, the whole nine. I've already did a few things to it. It's lowered 3 in the front, 4 in the back, 4-inch blocks, 3-inch springs in the front. I did do a 410 rear axle swap on this out of a 4-cylinder S10. I wish I would have did a video on that for you guys. By far best bang for your buck for this style of thing. If you have an S10 Blazer, doesn't matter what it is, 100%. If you don't want to mess with smog, you don't want to mess with nothing else, do that. Calculate, have somebody with HP tuners go through your tune and just calculate the speed and the shift changes, adjust shift pressures in your transmission. You're solid. 410s, way to go on this, 100%. What else? I'm not trying to talk your guys' ear off. I did a Corvette servo. So Corvette servo is done with this. It has a transmission tune, 410s, ported heads, brand new top end on the motor, E-fans. It's got a cold air intake that really ain't doing shit for it. But this blower here, this is what I'm hoping that we're going to make the power with. If you guys want to follow along on this, it's going to be a multi-part series. I'm going to attempt to post this into like a 3-part series. So this would be part 1. Part 2 is going to be me making the bracket. I have an extra short block I'm going to be bringing over here to the house to do the mock-up and everything on this, so we don't have to do it in the vehicle right now, because this is my daily. We try to do it in 3 series, like I said. Second one's be mock-up, building everything out. This pulley's not staying on as long as we get it to fit with the factory drive. I'm going to do like a 2.4 or something. We make 300, I'll be solid happy. And then part 3 should be like the tuning video, tuning side of this, and driving it, POV, all that good stuff. But if you guys like S10s and you like LS swap stuff, this is the channel. I'm telling you, mark my words, I will blow up. This right here is getting this for now, this V6 setup, just because it's cool. I think it's cool. I might do a small block Chevy swap on this if this blows up. But I got the LS swapped S10. That'll be a later video. And I do have a Camaro project coming up that you guys are not going to want to miss. Complete rebuild. Wink, wink. But yeah, guys. Gen 5 M90, marine intake, and a Blazer. That's going to conclude today's video, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk your guys' head off or nothing like that, but I just figured I'd put this out there for anybody wanting to do this swap. I know there's a lot of people that have talked about it. Everybody says that this blower's too small, blah, 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 blah. We are going to do a before and after dyno. I'm going to dyno this the way it is, just like this, and then we're going to dyno this after it's done at a friend of mine's shop, and we're going to see what kind of power we pick up with this blower. You guys, if you, like I said, you want to see this stuff, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, comment down below if you have any questions on this setup, any questions on this, what else you think you guys should do to this next. You know, I'm open in the comments. But until next time, this is 2SS Cole, and it's going to conclude the video for today. Thank you guys for watching.